by for this special BBB Communications sports presentation. It's time for live high school football on BBB Communications Cable Channel 12. Enjoy exciting Tri-County High School football right here on Channel 12 all season long. It's the Jerry Duncan Ford Lincoln Mercury Game of the Week. The Jerry Duncan Ford Lincoln Mercury Game of the Week is brought to you by Jerry Duncan Ford Lincoln Mercury, Oak Ridge Utility District, Eddie's Body Shop, Hammers Department Stores, Rome Metals Group, Melton Heat and Air, J&B Furniture Company, Acme Block and Brick, SL Bowman and Sons, Leader Drugstores of Rome County, Victorian Square, Patterson's Appliances, and Harriman Utilities Board. And now for all the exciting play-by-play action, here's Ron Berry and David Queener for the Jerry Duncan Ford Lincoln Mercury Game of the Week.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Civitan Field. We're tonight on Channel 12. We're bringing you live high school football, Jerry Duncan Game of the Week. Guys, what a difference a year makes. David Queener, a year ago, Kingston had a lot of experience. They had a power in a running game. They were very good defensively. And yet, 2 or 3 games, they lost by one play or a couple of points. This year, just the opposite. 21 out of 22 starters gone. Thus far this year, they win the first game in the last 8 seconds. They win last week at Scott County in overtime. A year can make a lot of difference.
Yeah, they got Lady Luck on their side, Ron. I mean, what can you ask? Sometimes you'd better be lucky. It's good.
On the other hand, Coach John Webb comes in with a Rockwood team that's been on the road and had a shutout. Played at home last week, had a shutout. So what I'm saying is throw all of that out, because tonight it's Rockwood and Kingston. You're playing for bragging rights within the county, and you're looking to overcome a drastic change in the numbers. Kingston leads this series 23-9 from 1977 to 2008. So a big advantage for Kingston. Tonight, Coach John Webb brings a football team in that hasn't been scored upon this year. They bring a football team in that's a very physical football team. And if Coach Webb had his rathers, if he threw 3 times tonight, that would be 3 too many. He likes to run the football. He likes to pound the rock. On the other side of the coin, Coach King is a coach that really likes to mix it up. He'll throw the ball when you least expect it.
Right.
So, that's what we're looking at tonight. We're looking at a team that in Rockwood, Coach Webb would love to take the football and keep it 6 minutes and get some points. Coach King, on the other hand, wouldn't care if he scored in 1 minute.
In 1 minute. And you're right about Rockwood. If Rockwood can come out here tonight and still unscored on, probably win the ball game, don't they?
Well, they'd certainly have a good shot at it. But it's a really exciting time here tonight. We're going to have a huge crowd on hand. It's a great night for football, and it's a great night for us to be able to be back.
Love coming to Rockwood, Ron. It's a great place to do a game.
With high school football. Well, David, again, around the area tonight, we have a lot of big ball games. This is a non-district game, but certainly if you're a Rockwood or a Kingston fan, and you look at the beginning of the year, you circle this game every year.
Well, it might be a non-district game, but it's a big game, though, Ron. So you're right. This is a big one here, and look, there's already a packed house here.
I've checked the fields for sinkholes. There
None.
appears to be none as we start this game, but there appeared to be none last night.
Well, that's right. And Brad told me earlier that Alcoa did win that game 27-7. They finished it up, so it was
bizarre.
Well, it's a weird situation. I've never seen anything like it before.
Other games around the area tonight: Anderson County is at Central, Austin East is at Catholic, Campbell County at Carter at CAK, Clinton is at Hardin Valley. Clinton makes the news today, and certainly Clinton folks are on on pins and needles right now, waiting word from TSSAA on their situation.
And you're correct on that. Looks like if we did play an ineligible player, it was probably only in the first game and against Halls, and I don't understand how they're going to do that, how it just goes out to square where nobody won and it doesn't affect anybody's work. I don't understand that, so we'll leave that for somebody else at a later date and time.
Grace Christian is at Gibbs, Grundy County at Oliver Springs, Kingston is here at Rockwood, Oak Ridge is at Powell, Ray County at Bearden, Tellico Plains at Cofield, and Wartburg is at Harriman. So that's games of interest around the area again tonight. So again, this ball game tonight is a very important ball game. This is the kind of game tonight that certainly can give you momentum to get through now the rest of this football season, because if you look at the schedules, Rockwood wins tonight, Rockwood could run the table.
Sure could.
There's nothing. This is their big test. If you're Kingston, on the other hand, you've got some key district games, but changes in the schedules with the districts certainly are in Kingston's favor as well.
This never happens again. And there's
But as you look at those, Rockwood gets rid of CJK, they get rid of Alcoa, and they get rid of Loudon. Kingston inherits them.
Yeah, and they pick up a big load right there in those three teams.
So it's our national anthem will be played by the Rockwood High School Marching Band. We'll go down on the field.
1, 2.
The national anthem being played by the Rockwood High School Marching Band. Certainly a very appropriate time to hear that, 9/11, and certainly you go back 6 years, and certainly a lot of folks still with a lot of pain over that, but certainly we've come a long way healing in those 6 years, but certainly the national anthem since that day means so much more to all of us.
Sure does, Ron. You're right about that. We lost a lot of people on that day.
Again, we want to thank Mr. Alan Reed, the principal here at Rockwood High School, for having us here tonight to showcase the facilities here at Civitan Field. And certainly, David, as we've traveled around, one thing is constant. We see outstanding playing surfaces. We see very nice stadiums. And one thing about the communities in our area have done is they've made sure that there are no better facilities anywhere around.
Well, this is the first place that I've done a game here on TV with you, Ron. And when I went back, when Clinton got ready to do this, I told our recreation director, Roger Howe, go to Rockwood, look at Rockwood's facilities. We came here to Rockwood, looked at Rockwood's facilities, and this is basically what we got back home.
Well, and certainly it's hard to go wrong.
And this is a great playing facility, though.
And again, as we look around the districts and things here tonight, some big games in our area tonight. And again, I think the keys tonight, David, for Rockwood, they have to control the football, and they have to put a lot of pressure on the passing game of Kingston.
Right.
And to do that, they've got some folks up front. Ian Walls, a defensive end for the Tigers, the leading sacker for the Tigers this year, has about 5 sacks thus far, and he'll be called upon tonight to continue that trend. Jeremy Hagermaker, another senior, and as is Aaron Morgan and Nate Treadway. So those guys are going to be called upon, and the trenches. And I know it's a cliche, but the trenches tonight are truly the important part of tonight's ball game. We have rushing for Rockwood. Davey Templeton has rushed for over 100 yards in each of his games, and Dylan Deerdorf is right behind him. So the Tigers have two kids that are rushing. Another key for tonight's ball game, Chris Harness will be starting at quarterback, and this will be the first game that he has started this year. He's been in a little trouble in the doghouse with the coaches, so tonight will be his first start. Kingston, on the other hand, comes in with an experienced quarterback, and they will have a couple of key players, underclassmen. Arian Fielden, a sophomore, and DeMarcus Foster will be big for them on both sides of the ball. DeMarcus Foster will be a linebacker, and he will be a running back with them. So the Yellow Jackets are going to be using some young people as well. Another thing that you notice with the Yellow Jackets, not near as strong depth-wise. They'll have some kids playing both sides of the ball. That usually doesn't happen with the Yellow Jackets. So the Yellow Jackets are going to be looking for some young players to step up big tonight as well.
Man, that's what high school football is all about, Ron. You're always constantly rebuilding, reloading, whether it's a freshman or a sophomore or a junior or a senior that's been hurt. Somebody's always constantly got to step up and be ready to play.
Well, it's going to be a dogfight here at Civitan Field tonight, and as we get ready for it, a great evening here at the base of Walden's Ridge here. It's a great place to play football and to come back and have an excellent football game. With that, we'll take a commercial break, and we'll come back with more pregame festivities right after this.
At OEB, we know lives have changed. Parents have become teachers, and our homes are now our offices. The roads may seem empty, but people are still driving and still working. And when they get injured because someone else was careless, they know they can still depend on us. We are OEB Law, and the one thing that hasn't changed is our commitment to helping people right here at home. We're just a phone call away. 865-546-1111. OEB Law.
Muncie Pharmacy is your locally owned hometown pharmacy. They accept most insurances, so why go to the large chain pharmacies when you get better customer service at Muncie Pharmacy? Have a special prescription that needs compounding? Muncie Pharmacy can handle those needs as well. Muncie Pharmacy has a drive-thru for your convenience and offers free delivery in the Oak Ridge area. And don't forget the gifts that we have available for all occasions.
Here at Muncie Pharmacy, we take the time to know you and treat you like family.
Well, welcome back to Civitan Field tonight for our BBB Channel 12 Game of the Week. And a little new tradition started here for the Tigers as they do the Tiger Walk. Coach John Webb leading his ball club around the stadium in front of their home fans, and the fans certainly warming up to the Tigers and the coaching staff as they come through. So a new little treat here for the Rockwood Tigers as you see the Tiger Walk here before us. So you're never too old to start a new tradition.
No, never. I think this is great right here.
And a new twist, and certainly the fans warming up and welcoming the Tigers as they make their walk around the stadium. Again, just a few moments away from kickoff, we'll tell you that the starting lineup for the Tigers at center will be number 66, Storm Beeler. The guards will be 59, Trenton Treadway, and number 70, Ian Walls. The tackles, Nathan Treadway, number 58, and Corey Shelton, number 60. Aaron Billings will be the wide receiver, number 17, and Jerry Hagermaker will be the tight end. Quarterback, Chris Harness. He'll be wearing number 6, and the fullback will be 25, Jeff Inman. And the wingbacks will be Aaron Morgan, number 7, and Davey Templeton, number 21. For the Yellow Jackets on offense, it'll be Jacob Moore at center. The guards will be Trey Colquitt and Marshall Aller. And Colquitt, a freshman. Alter, a sophomore. The tackles will be Dustin Curtis, a junior, number 74, and 69, Taylor Birchfield. Tim Bolin will be the tight end, number 7, and Timberland Phillips will be the other tight end and receiver. Quarterback, Kyle Goth. He'll be a senior, number 10. Aaron Fielden, number 3, a sophomore, and DeMarcus Foster, a sophomore, number 1, will be the running backs, and Cody Groves will be a junior fullback, number 43. So that's how we'll get started here tonight on the offensive side of the ball, and the Tigers waiting now to, as they loosen up, waiting to take the field, and the Yellow Jackets waiting on the hill to come aboard and get this, and it'll be Walls, Treadway, and Treadway for the Tigers. And also we honor a special student from Ridgeview Elementary School tonight. The student was selected as part of the cooperative SWBPS program between Ridgeview Elementary and Rockwood High School. School-wide Positive Behavior Support Program is a positive reinforcement program and acknowledges and recognizes students for doing things right. Tonight we honor Ridgeview Elementary student Bryson Bowles as Rockwood High School's honorary captain. Bryson will be escorting the Rockwood captains as they go to the center of the field for the coin toss. Earlier he received a t-shirt to commemorate tonight's event. Rockwood High School says, "Thank you, Bryson, for being a leader and doing what's right."
Rockwood won the toss and deferred.
So the Tigers will go on defense. And now we'll go down and meet up with the rest of their folks, as we're just moments away from this big football game that folks have waited a year for another chance to play each other. It's here on this Channel 12 high school football game. Glad to have you with us. And David Queener, glad to have you with us, buddy.
I'm glad to be here, buddy. I like coming down here. It's a great place to come.
And here come the Tigers. The Yellow Jackets already on the field. This is why lots of times the home team has an advantage. You're the visitors, you get cramped dressing rooms, you come on the field whenever the other team wants you to. It's just different.
Rockwood's dressing room goes half the football field down here. Kingston dressed up here in an outbuilding tonight. But hey, you're right.
Well,
that's part of it.
I would say now.
A little bit bigger in the shed then.
Yeah, okay.
But that's part of it, though.
And here we go, folks. The officials now are taking their positions, and we are ready for the kickoff. And the kickoff tonight will be the Tennessee Eye Care kickoff. One stop for all your eye needs. They accept most insurance plans and offer great eye care close to home. Tennessee Eye Care. Give them a call at 882-7470. And certainly Vicki, Karen, Debbie, any of the girls answering the phone will take care of your needs right from the very first phone call. Tennessee Eye Care, they take care of my eyes. They'll take care of yours as well. And I have a clear view of the game tonight.
Hey, Ron, all you got to do is look at this crowd on the home side and look at the Kingston crowd, too, and see what this football team means to this community. You know, I didn't really understand that when I first started doing this, but these football teams mean a lot to these communities, and all you got to do is look. There's people everywhere down here. Half of them's here to see me, though.
Well, you're right. You're right.
Mean a lot. They mean a lot to the community. You can really, I mean, it's packed. It is packed.
For Kingston, Preston King will be deep. And for the Tigers, and right off the bat, we don't have a number for number 12. A name to go with number 12.
I'd say you better strap them up pretty tight tonight, Ron. You better get it on tight. You better get the helmet on tight tonight.
We'll get this young man's name here just in a few moments, but he's going to kick it. And there it is. It's a high, short kick that'll be taken at the 22-yard line. And that'll be taken by Tim Bolden. And Bolden, the wide receiver, will get it up to about the 29-yard line. So it'll be a Hammers first down for the Yellow Jackets. Hammers in Clinton, East Tennessee's Rug headquarters. So go by and see the folks at Hammers. So the Yellow Jackets now 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
62 for center.
Off under center. And he'll give it on the right side to Fielden, the sophomore. And Fielden will get it out to about the 32-yard line.
Got about 3.
So bring up 2nd down and about 7 for the Yellow Jackets. The Tigers that time, pretty good pursuit. Tigers have Hagermaker, Morgan, Treadway, and Walls up front. Linebackers Deerdorf, Inman, and Gunnar Mitchell. Gunnar Mitchell in the middle. Again, they give it up the middle, and Gunnar is right there. Gunnar Mitchell makes initial contact. Ball will be out to the 35-yard line, so bring up 3rd down and about 5, we'll say. Good play that time by Mitchell. So Bolden is the senior wide receiver for the Jackets. Fielden, DeMarcus Foster, the running backs behind the fullback Cody Groves. Off back to throw, looking out to the right side, and it's going to be intercepted. Hung the ball out a little bit, and Cameron Webster goes up and makes a big interception for the Tigers. So Cameron Webster, who started the first 2 games at quarterback, the sophomore comes up with perhaps his biggest interception of his young career. The ball hung up in the air a little bit, and Webster was in perfect position and goes up and makes the big catch.
Not quite as good as the punt, considering their punters were getting it about 45 yards of pregame warm-ups, but not quite as good as the punt.
So this Hammers first down. Your Carhartt headquarters in Clinton and Wartburg, they'll take over at the Rockwood 44-yard line. Harness gives it up the middle to Inman. Inman finds a little running room as he crosses the 45 out to about the 46-yard line. And again, 2nd down and 8. And Coach John Webb likes to just keep the ball on the ground for the very reason that happened to the Jackets.
That's right.
So here come the Tigers, 2nd and 8. Harness this time around the left side, gives it to Templeton, and Templeton this time is stopped by the Jackets. Bolden comes up to help with the stop as Jones is there as his linebacker spot as well. Up front for the Jackets, Phillips, Gwynn, Organek, Moore, and Fielden. So Foster and Jones are the linebackers, Moore and Bolden, the cornerbacks, Thompson and Adams deep. So 3rd down, 7 for the Tigers in the shotgun, and it's going to be movement by the Tigers. Well, I think, was he drawn off? Had
I only seen part of it. I just seen him go in. I didn't see the other
3 Tigers move. Were they drawn off? Looks like it's going to be against the Tigers, and it is.
Yep.
So that brings up, that's going to bring up 3rd down and about 12. So a big penalty for the Tigers as they were in a 3rd and 7. So we have 9:17 left here in the first quarter, and we'll tell you again, and our graphics are not working, so we'll try to keep you posted on the time and the distance and down. Harness back to throw, has a man open, and it's going to be through the hands of the Yellow Jackets as Adams that time had a chance to come up with an interception for the Yellow Jackets. Goes through his hands, incomplete. 4th down and 12 for the Tigers. So the ball got away a little bit from Harness that time, sailed on him a little bit, and going deep for the Jackets will be King.
Oh, good bounce.
So it's going to go down, be dead inside about the 12-yard line.
Good bounce.
For the Tigers that time, Colin Smith on the kick. So a nice kick.
Yeah, it's a good kick, Ronnie. He's pinning it pretty deep.
So it would be another Hammers first down for the Jackets. And the Jackets have it around the right side. And Fielden, the sophomore, takes it around the right side. And Nate Treadway on the tackle for the Tigers, pickup of about 4. So each team now with one offensive possession. Jackets now on their second offensive possession and take over on their own 12-yard line. 2nd down and 6. Groves, the fullback. This time they give it to Foster looking for running room. He cuts back against the grain, and Foster finds some running room. DeMarcus Foster, the sophomore, will have it out to about the 22-yard line. So that'll bring up 3rd down and maybe about 2. Nice cutback that time by DeMarcus Foster.
Yeah, he's one block from being caught.
Walls comes from behind to make the stop for the Tigers. And it'll be a 3rd down and 2 for the Jackets. Again, Groves now fullback, the only running back in the backfield. Tigers stack the line.
I don't know
and
if
the quarterback sneak, I'm not sure. Jeff Inman was right there to fill the gap, and it all depends on where the mark. It's going to be close. They're going to have to
measure.
And I'm going to say that my Tennessee Eye Care's glasses tell me that he's short.
I'm going to agree with you.
And he's going to be just inches short. Folks, that's what happens when you go to Tennessee Eye Care. 4th down. In inches.
Is he going for it, Ron?
So they're going to line up. Maybe they'll try the freeze play to try to draw them off sides. Maybe they'll go on a fast count. But the Tigers are going to line up in the slots. There they go.
He's going
for it. And he's back again.
Man, I don't know if he got it.
Well, all he had to do was just get forward penetration, and I think they're going to mark it to where they're giving him the 1st down. But again, a great play. The Tigers front stopped him. If he'd had a whole yard to go, he would not have made it.
Well, not only a great play, but a gutsy play too, because it's early in the ball game, and he's deep down here, and he's going for it. So it was a gutsy call right there.
So a Hammers 1st down. You can buy famous brand fashions at Hammers. Famous low prices every day. Hammers. 1st and 10 Jackets, and you're exactly right, David. That was on the 4th at your own 23-yard line in the 1st quarter. 6:32 left in the 1st quarter, no score. Goff back to throw, and he completes it.
Ooh. David Templeton and on the tackle.
Dwayne Clemens on the reception that time. So that'll be another Hammers 1st down, as that'll get it out to the 35-yard line. So this Hammers 1st down was brought to you where the price is always right. Come on down to Hammers. Phillips splits out wide to the right. Watch him. he's going to be a big factor before this ball game is over. This time they give it up the middle to the fullback, and Groves crunches out to about the 41-yard line. It'll be a gain of about 6. So Groves churns it out straight up the middle. So second down and 5 for the Jackets. Groves again lines up as the only running back in the fullback slot. And this time, Fielden goes around the right side. He'll be short of the first down. As again, Walls comes up to make the stop for the Tigers. So bring up third down and a 2. So you have to assume here it's 2 down territory if it was before.
Well, if he went down here, I don't know why he wouldn't go here.
So 3rd and 2 for the Yellow Jackets.
Coaches do wild things, though, Ron. You know that. They do things sometimes crazy.
Big crowd on hand here tonight. Another big third down for the Yellow Jackets. They send Foster in motion, and quarterback on the quarterback sneak. A flag is down.
They're everywhere.
He'll get it out to close to midfield, but let's hold it. First one was in the backfield, so you have to assume it's against the Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, I'd say false start here. No, illegal shift.
So an illegal shift on the Yellow Jackets, and that third down play now will become 3rd down and about 7. With 4:46 left here in the first quarter of play, no score thus far. This drive started on the Yellow Jacket 12-yard line. Third down and 7 now for the Yellow Jackets. Clemens comes out wide to the left, Phillips wide to the right. Back to throw, he finds Phillips. It's complete, and Phillips bangs his way out to the 49-yard line where it'll be a Yellow Jacket first down. Harness on the stop, but Phillips, the big wide receiver, comes down with the pass.
Yeah, Ron, it looks to me like Rockwood's DBs are playing just a little bit soft right now. Maybe respecting it just a little bit here.
So it'll be 1st and 10, another Hammers first down for the Yellow Jackets. This time again up the middle, big running room, this time up for Groves as he just blasts his way across the 50 down to the Tiger 45-yard line, bring up 2nd down and 6. And right now the Yellow Jackets are really on their down and distance, are right on line because they're coming up 2nd down and short.
Yeah, and you want that 2nd down play, Ron, to be something that's, that gives you, it's inviting to you, that's easy. Don't make it too hard on 3rd down if you don't make it, so you're going to go just a little bit more on 2nd down, and that's what they're doing.
Comes Foster again. This time they give it to the big fullback again, and he just churns again across the 40 down to about the 39-yard line. Groves just having a big night thus far right up the middle. Hagler going in for the Tigers. Morgan coming out defensively at tackle.
Not a lot of speed here in Kingston's backfield. It doesn't look like, Ron, but it doesn't really have to be. They're just, they're picking up 4, 5, 6 yards at a time, and it's right in the middle of the field where it's at.
Yeah, the big fullback is just churning. They're spreading it out. He's the only running back, and they're just handing him right off the one hole.
You're right. The 1 or 2 or 4. We're nothing outside.
There he goes again, and this time the Tigers, as Walls is the first to wrap him up, but again, Groves is going to pick up about 3 yards, bring up 2nd down and about 7.
Well, see, now what you got to do, Ron, you got to respect the passing game just a little bit. So you can't. It's hard when you're clicking. If you're doing both, it's hard to, as a defensive coordinator, it's hard to call it and stop both of you. You're not going to stop both of them.
Up front for the Jackets, Birchfield, Colquitt, Moore, Alter, Curtis doing a nice job of opening the holes. Again, Groves at fullback. Back to throw. The Yellow Jackets looking inside, and it's going to be thrown behind Clemens. So it'll be incomplete pass. It'll bring up 3rd down and 7. You see the ball here now is just thrown behind him. Good shot. Good camera shot.
the coverage. We got to get a little tighter on the coverage here. They're really respecting those wide receivers right now.
Templeton on pass coverage for the Tigers. Another 3rd down and 7, and this is a big 3rd down play here. Goes back to throw again, looking. Again, the ball's thrown up in the air. This time, Clemens just goes up and gets it. 2 Tigers there, but Clemens goes up, and the ball will be marked at the 13-yard line, so a big pass play for the Jackets. And that time, Clemens, the taller receiver, just goes up and plucks it out of the air against the smaller Tiger defenders.
And you're right, it showed it on the replay. Help didn't get there. It got there late. So I don't know.
So we're 2 minutes left here in the first quarter of play. It's another Hammers 1st down as the Jackets are on the move again. Right up the middle. And Groves gets inside the 5-yard line, just inside the 5. But Groves on this drive has really been the difference. And there took about 3 yards with his back.
Nothing fancy about it, Ron. It's straight. It's power football. That's all it is, power football.
So 2nd down and about 2. Ball touching the inside of the 5-yard line. 1:20 left here now in the first quarter of play. So now the Jackets line up in the I. They'll have DeMarcus Foster at the tailback spot, and they'll give it to him, and he may have gained a yard, but Nate Treadway there for the Tigers.
First quarter score, Clinton 6, Hardin Valley zip.
Ethan Hedrick there as well, so for the Tigers. So to bring up 3rd down and 2. Ball again, he advanced it maybe a half a yard that time. It's going to be a big 3rd down play as we come upon 40 seconds left here in the first quarter of play. So the Jackets this time, quick pitch to Foster. Foster's being pursued, running to the corner, and he won't make it. Great play that time by the Tigers as Harness comes up. And Foster extended it as far as he could. He's run out of bounds, and it'll lose about 2 yards. It'll be 4th down, and the Yellow Jackets with an excellent kicker, Andrew Spellman, but looks like Coach King is going for the 6. The ball's on the other side of the 5 now. So 4th down. They can get a 1st down to get it to about the 3-yard line. So 4th and about 3. Back to throw. Being pursued. He's going to throw it up in the air, and it's out of bounds. He's got it at the back of the end zone. Phillips made a heck of a catch.
Good catch.
The ball was just high. If it wasn't high, he didn't have a shot. But it was just high enough that he was unable to come down. It's tipped, and his feet are out of bounds. Good camera work. It's out of bounds. The Tigers take over and have avoided the first real entry into their territory here at the 5-yard line. So the Tigers will have it now on a Hammers 1st down.
Well, the last play, the sweep play, Kingston should have scored on that play, but the official really got in the way. Should have just wiped him out over there, Steve Pike.
So the Tigers that time had a good defensive play by Travis Beasley. And we have 19 seconds left here in the first quarter of play. And timeout by the official as Fielden will leave the field.
We've got equipment problem here, Ron.
And so Harness will come to the line of scrimmage with the Tigers. He'll give it to Inman, and Inman over the left side. Inman will get it out to maybe the 7-yard line. And that'll probably be the last play of the first half. As coming up for the Jackets to make the play was Organek. So with that, we'll tell you at the end of the first quarter of play, no score. We'll be right back.
The coronavirus is changing the way we live our lives, but seriously injured people still need our help. At OEB, we're committed to helping you no matter what. So, We've introduced a system where we can take care of your case almost completely electronically. You don't have to leave your home for us to start helping you. All you have to do is call. The future may feel uncertain, but we can get through it together. If you're injured, you still deserve justice. Call 546-1111. Call right now.
We treat you like family at RMG. Bring your junk, cars, aluminum cans. We'll buy it on the spot and we'll pay you a lot. We treat you like family at RMG. Yeah, we treat you like family at RMG. Rome Metals will treat you like family.
Rome Metals is located just off of Highway 27 between Harriman and Rockwood.
Well, and on the play, David Templeton breaks loose, gets it out to about the 32-yard line, where it'll be another Hammers first down for the Tigers. So a big play there for the Tigers. Gets them out of the shadow of their goal line. As you can see here on the replay, Templeton doing a nice job. But we'll come back to that. There you see the nice cut there, a couple misses, and it's a first down. This time Inman again tries to go over the middle, and he may gain a half a yard.
And you know, the last couple of weeks, Ron, Templeton's had really good games.
Phillips comes up with the stop for Kingston from his defensive end position. It'll be second down and 8. Inman, the fullback. This time, Deerdorf squirts around the right side, and Deerdorf will have it out to about the 36-yard line. So bring up third down and about 6 for the Tigers.
A couple other score updates. Clinton 14-0. Oak Ridge 7, Powell 0, end of the first quarter.
Okay.
Tellico Plains 6, Cofield nothing. Alcoa 27, Fulton 7. That's the final.
Last night and tonight.
And tonight, yes. Craziest thing I've ever heard in my life, Ron.
Third down and 6 for the Tigers. Harness in the spread, looking to throw. And it's going to be a
wounded duck.
Is it up for grabs? And it's incomplete as it was out of bounds. It's pass intended for Deerdorf. And so the Tigers will have fourth down and 6. And I look for the big tight end, Hagermaker, to be a part here in this passing game, dragging him across the middle before long, or we might have a good screen pass.
Might have.
Fourth down now as in punt formation for the Tigers.
Ooh, they about got that, but that's a good punt, good high punt.
Beasley's kick is going to bounce and be blown dead at the Yellow Jacket 34-yard line. So the Jackets will take over on a Hammers first down at their own 34. Don't miss a week shopping at Hammer stores or you'll miss a bargain. And boy, they had a bunch of them Labor Day weekend if you missed out on that one.
I was up on Saturday.
Was it packed?
Yeah, it was packed, Rob.
So first down for the Yellow Jackets now, as the Tigers defense goes to work once again. Little movement that time on the left side of the Kingston offensive line. So that'll bring up a first down and 15 for the Yellow Jackets. So first and 15 now. We have 10 minutes left in the first half of play. No score here at Civitan Field. Beautiful evening here and a big crowd on hand to watch this inter-county high school football game, a huge crowd. So Goff will bring the Yellow Jackets to the line of scrimmage.
Tripped up in the backfield there. His own player, I believe.
Fielden and Hagermaker and Inman in on the stop for the Tigers. I think Inman got some good penetration that time.
He did.
And hit one of the Yellow Jackets back. So again now 2nd down and 15. No gain on the play. As Goff comes over to the line, gets a play call from Coach Vic King.
Real deliberate, taking plenty of time.
Clemens is wide to the left. He's already had one nice pass completion, and this could be too much time.
Too much time. Maybe just real deliberate there.
So another penalty against the Yellow Jackets will bring it 2nd down and about 20. And that's what you have to be leery of when that quarterback has to run to the sidelines and run back, because now they have to run pretty much all the way or within shouting distance, because in the past the coach has been able to come out on the field.
Right. And I see he's maybe out on about a step there, Ron, on the far side. Coach King is, but that's about it.
So 2nd and 20 now for the Yellow Jackets. Goff back to throw, looking, and again he's going to Clemens, and it's going to be overthrown. Cameron Webster over for the Tigers along with Mosley. And it's going to bring up 3rd down and 20.
Update on another score. Clinton 21, Hardin Valley nothing. 3 minutes in the first quarter.
Nine minutes left here in the first half of play. Thank our fine sponsors for allowing us to bring you live high school action here tonight. Again, up the middle now, and this time the Tigers, as Broyles goes up the middle, and Nate Treadway on the stop for the Tigers, and it'll bring up 4th down. One of our fine sponsors, James Smith, the attorney. He has a law office in downtown Rockwood. We'd like to wish the 2009 Tiger team a successful season. James is a lifelong resident of Rockwood as well as a graduate of Rockwood High School. He says, "Go Tigers," from one of your loyal fans. Well, we're going to have a flag, and the punter never went down, but they're going to call roughing the kicker. But the kicker never, watch right here. In fact, I was just thinking if that was a good opportunity for him to fall down. But he never fell down. But it's going to be a big play in this football game, because Andrew Spellman is going to draw a flag for roughing the kicker, but he never went down.
And he might have got him you look at this, he grabs him by the back of the neck there.
Well,
got him on top of the helmet, got him in the head, hit him in the head. Hit him in the head.
Got him from behind on the back of the head.
You got him in the head. Hit him in the head.
Well, it's going to be a 1st down. That's a huge play.
And the people out here, I know they're upset, but they don't have the opportunity to look at what we're looking at, and it's probably a pretty good call.
Inadvertent, but still a good call.
Good call.
Yellow Jackets now on another Hammers 1st down. They give it to Fielden, and Fielden comes across the 45 out to the 46-yard line. Will be brought down by Deerdorf. So it'll bring up 2nd down and 8. So again now up the middle is Groves, and that's probably been the Yellow Jackets' bread and butter so far.
Yeah, right up the middle, that little handoff, that guy comes out of that wing position and comes back around. It's those little old plays, and then they toss it up in the air a little bit. He's got a big wide receiver, Ron. I like a wide receiver, King. Got some height to him, got a little speed, and can go up and get it.
Both of them.
Yeah, well, that's right. That's what I'm saying. So maybe that's why, Rockwood's DBs look a little tentative right now. Maybe that's what it is. They might be outside just a little bit.
Clemens and Phillips as well, the two nice-looking wide receivers.
Tall wide receiver.
3rd down and 6. Goff back to throw. He's being pursued.
Oh, man.
And it's Phillips this time.
I'm not going to bring him down.
And Phillips gets it all the way down to the 15-yard line. The Tiger defender that time, as he got good pressure by Morgan, and you see the defender slipping down right there, and then Phillips just carrying another 5 yards. So big play by the big wide receiver.
Well, you know, as a DB, Ron, you can't run with your back facing the quarterback. You got to turn and run with him side to side because you got to be able to see the ball. That's what you want to be able to do. So if he turns around where he's looking at it, he probably can intercept that.
So it's another Hammers 1st down. The ball on the Tiger 15-yard line. 6:35 left, first half of play. No score, and another flag is going to be thrown. And it looks like, again, it's going to be on the Yellow Jackets for movement. 3 different flags coming down. And it's going to be illegal procedure against the Yellow Jackets. So 1st and 15. Again, we'd invite you to stay tuned at halftime for the marching bands, and you'll see 2 good marching bands here tonight. So that moves it to the 20-yard line. It'll be 1st down and 15 for the Jackets. Groves again, the fullback, goes back to look, back to throw, going to throw it out.
He's wide open.
It's going to be incomplete. A flag is going to be.
I don't know about that.
Clemens that time in the corner of the end zone, and they're going to say pass interference.
This one again.
Call and run into him.
He pushed him
Well,
off.
he pushed him off. That could be offensive pass interference. Should be offensive pass interference. As Clemens that time.
Yep.
Well.
Oh no.
They didn't see.
That's really a bad call.
They didn't see what we had the opportunity to see
really
here, because if you can see right here, Clemens sticks his left arm out right there. There it is, and he pushes the defender back. So now Coach Webb will call timeout, and we'll be right back.
At OEB, we're committed to helping people who get injured. With the outbreak of the coronavirus, we understand you might be afraid to leave your home to get legal help. We want you to know that at OEB, we can get you your help by just picking up the phone. We can take care of almost every aspect of your case electronically, so you don't have to leave your house. The future may feel uncertain, but we can get through it together. Injured? You still deserve justice. Call 546-1111. Call today.
At Earl Duff Subaru, our reputation has been built on taking care of customers. We're Tennessee's only 9-time winner of the Subaru Love Promise Customer Commitment Award. This year, we also earned the Love Promise Community Commitment Award given for enhancing the areas we serve. This means you can be sure you'll have an excellent experience when you visit our store and be proud you're dealing with a company that gives back to local causes. Read our online reviews, then come to Earl Duff Subaru in Harriman.
Take I-40 to exit 347 in Harriman, or check all our specials at duffsubaru.com.
Well, we're back at Rockwood here, and Ron, I tell you, the fans are not happy, and they probably have right to not be happy. But you know, maybe there was something we didn't see, we're not seeing on the replay. I don't know. I'll be interested to talk to that official and after later on. He needs to come by and look at the tape, so I can say.
Certainly, another big play in this football game. It's now Hammers 1st down for the Yellow Jackets. The ball will be at the Rockwood 7-yard line. 1st and goal for the Yellow Jackets, and now we've got a little conference going on at the play.
They don't even know. The officials are having a huddle.
Yeah, the officials are huddling up, and finally the umpire calls timeout. So things getting a little haywire here with the officiating crew right now.
The white hat has sort of lost control here just a little bit.
And certainly, you know, in their defense, we don't have replay for the officials, but certainly that will be one if they watch the broadcast. They'll get to see that.
They'll get to see it, and I know they won't. They've sort of lost control here just a little bit right now.
So they're trying to make sure that the I'm not sure what it is. I thought they were just going to make sure that the chains were right, but now they're going to the sidelines here to discuss the call with well, maybe they're trying to make sure the clock is right. We're 6:12 left in the first half of play. And certainly things like this, with all that's going on, really doesn't help the officiating crew for whatever reason it is. But now we're going to both sidelines as the official's going to tell Coach King now they're going to mark it back at the 7. So they were wanting to make sure that the line of scrimmage was proper. Now they're bringing it to the 10.
And they still don't know.
Well, they were probably trying to decide if it was half the distance, because the pass interference call in high school is a 15-yarder.
Yeah, you're right. I agree with you on that.
So perhaps that's what the discussion is about, but certainly.
Well, then the umpire messed that up. Then he marked it off. He marked it off wrong again, apparently. So
anyway, folks, we're going to tell you there's 6:12 left in the first half. Other than that, it's 1st and 10 on the Hammers' first down, 1st and goal for the Yellow Jackets. That much we do know.
They need to go back and pregame again.
So here we go. Groves, the fullback for the Yellow Jackets. And they give it to Foster, and Foster skirts around the left side and is brought down at about the 7-yard line by the Tigers. Hagenmaker on the stop for the Tigers. So Foster will pick up 2. It'll be 2nd down and goal from the 8. So 5:46 left here in the first half of play. No score in our football game. Yellow Jackets were down here before knocking on the door, only for the Tigers to hold on a 4th down play. Goff back to throw now. Looking, he's being pursued. He'll pull it down and run.
Son.
And he steps out of bounds over around the, looks like maybe the 2-yard line. We'll see where they mark it. So let's see where they mark the football. It's going to be 3rd down and probably a yard. 3rd and 1. So it'll be 3rd and goal for the Yellow Jackets, the ball on the 1-yard line. So they'll line up in the power aisle. Let's see if they give it to Groves or if Goff just tries to quarterback sneak it in. He gives it to Foster, and Foster is into the end zone for the Yellow Jackets. So 5:18 left in the first half. And Foster on a 1-yard run. Spellman will come in to try the point after. So Spellman will come in. And the snap is down, the kick is up, and the kick is kicked over into Black Creek.
Everyone knows OEB helps people who get hurt when someone else is negligent. But with the coronavirus pandemic, you may be afraid to leave your home to get the legal help you need. As always, we're committed to keeping you and your family safe. So, we want you to know that we can handle your case almost completely electronically. All you have to do is call. The future may feel uncertain, but we can get through it together. Call 546-1111. We're here for you. 546-1111. Call today.
Tennessee Barnes & Buildings in Jacksboro has all your storage building needs. At Tennessee Barnes & Buildings, you can pick out your building, then custom design it how you want it, and then have it delivered. Our friendly staff will help you with all your design needs. Are you worried about financing? Well, at Tennessee Barnes & Buildings, there's no credit check, so no one is turned down. Plus, you can rent to own your own building. Tennessee Barnes & Buildings in Jacksboro says come on down for your next building. Or call 423-449-8139.
5:18 left in the first half. Jackets with a 7-0 lead in the Tennessee Eye Care kickoff. Tennessee Eye Care, located at 1798 Roan State Highway in the Pinnacle Point Shopping Center. Give them a call, 882-7470. Tennessee Eye Care. They take care of my eyes, they'll take care of yours. As the kick goes out of bounds, it will be Rockwood football, 1st and 10 on the Hammers' first down, and they'll mark it at the 35-yard line. So the Tigers will take over 1st and 10, trailing 7-0 with 5:18 left here in the first half of play on this Channel 12 BBB Communications High School Football Special. So that drive had lots of flags, as it all was kept alive because of a roughing the kicker penalty.
Yes.
And then an interference penalty. Tigers this time, Deerdorf, and Deerdorf's going to be hit behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard play, maybe slow developing, and the Yellow Jackets were all over it. So for the Jackets,
you know, Ron, the coaching staff here, not Rockwood are not panicking. They're just sticking with their game plan, just clicking right along.
Right, 2nd and 10. Organek on the stop for the Jackets. Harness under center for the Tigers. And this time, Templeton on the left end run. We'll get it out to about the 41-yard line. 3rd down and 5 for the Tigers now. And the Tigers really need to get some first downs right now to get some momentum going. They'll get the ball to start the second half. So
right.
If they can get some momentum right here on this little drive, it would be really, really helpful. 4 minutes left here in the first half of play. Deerdorf in motion, and Harness wants timeout. So with that, we'll take timeout. We'll be right back.
OEB, we're committed to keeping you and your family safe. With the outbreak of the coronavirus, we understand you might be afraid to leave your house to get legal help. Now you don't have to. We can handle almost every aspect of your case electronically. Call 546-1111.
Hey, it's Jack Ryan. Listeners are always wanting more music. So guess who it is that's giving it to you? We now have hour-long commercial-free playlists all day long. Over an hour of back-to-back songs and 0 commercials on 96.7 Merle.
Well, on 3rd down and 5, it's Templeton again on the left side, and Templeton is going to be about 3 inches short of a first down. Looked like they had the spot, and then they moved it back from on the line to just short of the line. 4th down.
And here's the replay. I don't know. We'll see. We'll try to see if we can see here. I can't. Now he marked it. Looks like he marked it right, Ron.
Jones on the stop, and it'll be a Tiger first down as Jeff Inman plows across the right side behind Treadway, and it'll be a Tiger first down as the ball will be marked at the Tiger 48-yard line. 3:20 left, first half of play, as Kingston is up 7-0. So Coach Webb now going for it on 4th down with 3:18 left. So that'll give the Tigers a little confidence as Beasley comes out wide to the left. Inman, the running back. And they give it to Templeton on the little inside reverse, and he'll pick up about a yard. As coming up for the Yellow Jackets was Jordan Jones again, the sophomore, with another play on the defensive side. 2 minutes, 40 seconds left here now in the first half of play, as Beasley will get a play in on this 2nd down and 8. But more importantly now, the clock becoming a factor as the Tigers love to go in and get a score. Hagermaker now wide to the left. Beasley in motion, and they give it to Beasley. Beasley around the right side is going to be thrown for a loss on a big 3rd down play. And Phillips comes up and makes a big play for the Yellow Jackets. Be 3rd down and 10. 2 minutes left here in the first half of play. Inman coming out of the ball game for the Tigers. Harness from the shotgun. Looking, quick pitch out to Deerdorf. Deerdorf with running room. Deerdorf all the way down to the 27-yard line. Little quick pitch that time to Deerdorf with 1:27 left. So the Tigers now need to hustle out as coming into the
big play, Ron, big play.
1:27 left on the Hammers' first down. The clock will roll. Tyler Hagler in at fullback.
Halfback pass, wide open.
Man is wide open, and it's there. Touchdown, Tigers. Lucas Jolly had come into the ball game, a backup quarterback, little halfback pass.
That was sweet right there, Ron. That was a good play. Real good play.
So with 1:09 left, the Tigers will try to tie the ball game as Brazil will try the point after. The kick is up. Kick is good. 7-7 our score. 1:09 left first half. We'll be right back.
Meet Jack. He was a happy guy until he got hurt in a car wreck that wasn't his fault. The insurance company seemed friendly enough, and they made him an offer. Turns out it was less than he needed. But how was he supposed to know? Seems like the insurance company was looking out for themselves. But no one is looking out for Jack. If you get hurt in a car accident, don't be like Jack. Make the smart choice. Call OEB Law and turn your wreck into a check. 546-1111.
Muncie Pharmacy is your locally owned hometown pharmacy. They accept most insurances, so why go to the large chain pharmacies when you get better customer service at Muncie Pharmacy? Have a special prescription that needs compounding? Muncie Pharmacy can handle those needs as well. Muncie Pharmacy has a drive-thru for your convenience and offers free delivery in the Oak Ridge area. And don't forget the gifts that we have available for all occasions.
Here at Muncie Pharmacy, we take the time to know you and treat you like family.
So Jolly to Beasley ties the score. 1:09 left in the first half. So Smith's kickoff will be taken at the 14-yard line. The Yellow Jackets have a man bringing it back. That will be Preston King, and King gets it all the way out to the 37-yard line. So with 1:03 left.
Good field position, plenty of time. Minute and 3's plenty. Ron, they don't have to go but about 20, 25 yards maybe. They'll be at field goal range.
Well, Spellman has a strong arm. He's 45. He's 45 in.
Well, he was getting it today from about 45, so they don't have to go far to get in field goal range.
So we're exactly where we thought we would be. We're in a dogfight. 7-7 is our score with 1:03 left here in the first half of play. Jackets in a little mix-up here as Goff now will keep the ball, and he will be thrown for a loss as we have 55 seconds left. No timeout called yet by the Yellow Jackets, so Coach King may be trying to just get the half over and go to the locker room, but we would remind you the Tigers will get the ball to start the second half.
That's right. They want to toss deferred to the second half. smart play by the Kingston quarterback, Ron. They just had a little foul up. He just took it. He just ate it and took the loss. That's a smart thing to do.
2nd down and 12 for the Jackets as we come upon 25 seconds here late in the first half. And the Jackets now just get in a prevent offense in case there's a fumble. They've got a man deep. There's a flag. And I would guess someone lined up in the neutral zone. I would just guess one of the Yellow Jackets is lined up in the neutral zone. It's illegal procedure. And so that will bring a 2nd down and about 20 with 17.2 seconds left. And again, the Jackets just go into a prevent, and that's what they'll do. Take a knee, and that will end the first half of play, and we'll tell you that now now the Tigers want timeout. So with 14 ticks left on the clock, the Tigers take timeout. 14 seconds left in the first half. Tigers have taken the timeout. Jackets now on 3rd down. They'll take another knee, and with that, with 11 seconds left, that will end the first half of play. We'll tell you at the end of one half of play, the Tigers and the Yellow Jackets all tied at 7. We'll be right back.
Hi, we're the Round County High School.
It's time for your natural gas scoreboard snack attack, brought to you by Oak Ridge Utility District.
Hi, we're with Oak Ridge Utility District, and this is your scoreboard snack attack. My name is Leslie England.
And I'm Harrison Arnold.
And we're here to show you how to cook your snack attack, which today, this one's one of my very favorites.
I love it.
We normally cook this on your natural gas grill or our natural gas grill. And it's super easy because like when you're doing chicken on tailgating parties or something, you don't usually have a dessert unless you buy it from the store. Right. So this is something we love to do. But however, today we're going to have to do it inside because it's raining out. So that's kind of cool too, because even if it's raining, you can do it in your oven. All right, we're going to have 2 cans of cherry pie filling. Again, you could use apples, peaches, whatever you want, but we're going to take 2 cans of that. A Duncan Hines moist spice cake mix. So I believe they're the only ones that make this. I might be wrong. And then 2 sticks of butter. That's all you're going to do. And this is so easy. It's awesome. So Harrison, I'm going to let you do this.
Okay.
The first thing you do is open up both those cans, and we're going to pour those into the bottom of the pan. You don't have to do anything to it. Just pour it in. I sometimes do spray the sides, but today we're not. We're just going to go because either way, it works. Okay, and we're going to pour that other one in and get that in there. And we're going to just kind of level it out like that. Just get it level. Once we get it level, you're going to open up the Duncan Hines cake mix. Here you go. And while you're doing that, I'm going to start with the butter.
Okay.
And just pour it on top. Just pour it everywhere. Now once you get a little bit of a base coat around the sides, just go ahead and go all around the sides. And then just dump it in the middle. And this is a really, like we always say this, and I know that people probably are getting sick of hearing it, but we try to pick recipes that you can do with your family. So once you get done, dump it and let your kids put their hands in it, after they're washed, of course, and spread it out. So if you'll do that, just spread it out, let your kids get in there. They could even put their handprint in there before it goes in. I mean, just let them have some fun, you know, especially on a rainy day. This is a great rainy day kid project, and it's super easy. The last thing we're going to do is we're just going to take pats of butter, and this is considered a pat, and we're just going to put them all over the top of this, and just randomly. But we're going to do that with 2 sticks of butter. So that's the last thing we're going to do. And then we're going to bake it at 350 for 45 minutes. It takes a little longer to bake, you know, but it really is worth it. So if I was cooking outside, I'd have all my meat going, and I'd just put this in right after I started my meat, and then by the time we finish dinner, this would be ready to come out. And you want it to come out hot because it's great.
Right.
So we're going to go ahead and put that in the oven at 350 for 45 minutes, and then we're going to pull it out.
Okay.
So now it's cooked for 45 minutes.
Okay.
And sometimes if I don't get the consistency I want, like a little bit of brown on top, I'll take some melted butter just before I bring it out and just put the melted butter on top. So here we have our cherry, and I did do one in peach earlier just so we'd have a peach kind of cobbler too. And guess what we get to do now?
eat it.
Right, so we're going to try this and just scoop it out, and great with some vanilla ice cream.
Oh, that sounds
You can
wonderful.
get our recipes at www.oud.org, and we'd love to have you come visit us. Don't forget, we also sell natural gas appliances, and it's your scoreboard snack attack, and that looks good.
Looks very good.
It does look good. I bet that cameraman wishes he was eating with us.
I bet so too.
Let's try a little bit.
Okay. So good.
You got to make this at home. Come see us at ORUD.
By the principal of Rockwood High School, Alan Reed. And Mr. Reed, thanks first of all for allowing us the opportunity to come here and showcase these facilities.
Providing this game, we have a packed house here at the stadium, and also we have several people at home that are unable to be here, and we just glad that you guys are able to bring such an outstanding game to them and that they're able to enjoy it also.
What's happening at Rockwood High School?
We're off to a good start this year. Things are really good. We've got a good group of students. Our SWPBS program is at full strength, working real hard. The students are working real hard. One of our objectives this year is to decrease on the number of tardies to school and also to class. And we had our first incentives program last week where M&M's is our theme, and the class that had the fewest number of tardies was rewarded with M&M's. And we're going to continue that trend of M&M's throughout the year for different activities and hope that the kids will work hard to achieve their goals.
And I noticed one of the youngsters from Ridgeview was an honorary captain here tonight. Certainly, compliments for you working with those younger kids, because those are the kids that look up to these high school students, and especially football players.
And not only does that allow the younger students to work to get to our level, but it also gives our students a chance to be a role model for those younger students. And when they go into the locker room with the players, they come out with the team, they walk out on the field. It's just something that Coach Christy Kamakawa's ideal, and we've done it in basketball. We carried it over into baseball, and this year we're carrying it into the football program. And it's something that their students at Ridgeview work real hard. It costs quite a bit of tickets that they earned to be the honorary ball boy, ball girl, captain of the football team. And we're just glad that we can share that opportunity with them and provide that for their students.
Well, and obviously you look around at the crowd tonight, and if you're from any of these small towns in Roane County, you understand now what athletics means to each individual town.
Right, and athletics starts with the Rams program and continues through the middle school program and all the way up to the high school. And it's one big supportive community that everybody supports every program. And we're proud of the fact that our middle school has a good program. The Rams have had a good program for years, and which is our feeder programs. And it's so important that you've got a good feeder program. And we're thankful for Mr. Thompson and all that he does at the middle school, and then for the Rams people and their hard work in getting these students, athletes, ready for the high school level.
Well, certainly a festive atmosphere here tonight, and again, we just want to thank you for allowing us to be a small part of it.
And thank you, Ron. And again, we would like to thank BVB for their participation in this game. I think we have another one coming up later on in the year. We look forward to you guys being back. And this is what high school football in Tennessee is all about.
Thank you, Mr. Reed.
Thank
Alan
you.
Reed, principal of Rockwood High School. And again, thanks to him. We'll catch a commercial break and come back and have the Rockwood High School band.
5. Oh my God, the bird.
As a focus on the fire baton. That's Toby Craig and Toby Wilson.
At OEB, we know lives have changed. Parents have become teachers and our homes are now our offices. The roads may seem empty, but people are still driving and still working. And when they get injured because someone else was careless, they know they can still depend on us. We are OEB Law, and the one thing that hasn't changed is our commitment to helping people right here at home. We're just a phone call away. 865-546-1111. OEB Law.
We treat you like family at RMG. Bring your junk, cars, aluminum cans. We'll buy it on the spot and we'll pay you a lot. We treat you like family at RMG. Yeah, we treat you like family at RMG. Rome Metals Group treat you like family.
Rome Metals is located just off of Highway 27 between Herman and Rockwood.
Tennessee Barnes & Buildings in Jacksboro has all your storage building needs. At Tennessee Barnes & Buildings, you can pick out your building, then custom design it how you want it, and then have it delivered. Our friendly staff will help you with all your design needs. Are you worried about financing? Well, at Tennessee Barnes & Buildings, there's no credit check, so no one is turned down. Plus, you can rent to own your own building. Tennessee Barnes & Buildings in Jacksboro says come on down for your next building. Or call 423-449-8139.
At Earl Duff Subaru, our reputation has been built on taking care of customers. We're Tennessee's only 9-time winner of the Subaru Love Promise Customer Commitment Award. This year, we also earned the Love Promise Community Commitment Award given for enhancing the areas we serve. This means you can be sure you'll have an excellent experience when you visit our store and be proud you're dealing with a company that gives back to local causes. Read our online reviews, then come to Earl Duff Subaru in Harriman.
Take I-40 to exit 347 in Harriman, or check all our specials at duffsubaru.com.
Hey, it's Jack Ryan. Listeners are always wanting more music. So guess who it is that's giving it to you? We now have hour-long commercial-free playlists all day long. Over an hour of back-to-back songs and 0 commercials on 96.7 Merle.
Well, welcome back to Civitan Field here at Rockwood High School, where tonight the Rockwood Tigers and the Kingston Yellow Jackets are in a dogfight, tied at 7-7 here at the end of the first half of play. And see some first half stats there.
Kingston.
So Kingston is on the left side. They have 8 first downs. Rockwood with 3 rushing yards, pretty close, 63 to 48. Passing yards, Yellow Jackets have 82 to 51 for the Jackets. Total yards, 145-99. Biggest difference, penalties. The Yellow Jackets had 2 15-yard penalties, one to keep a drive going, the other on a pass interference that enabled them to go down and have first and goal. The Tigers had a nice drive there, started with about 2 minutes and 23 seconds left, so the Tigers had an impressive drive there to take it in. Scoring, there was 5:18 left in the second quarter as Foster goes in on a 1-yard run to put the Yellow Jackets up 7-0. And then with 1:09 left in the first half of play, 28-yard pass on the halfback Jolly to Beasley, and that tied the score up at 7 apiece. So we had a nice, I guess, sort of what a little trick play might be there on the little halfback pass as they snuck Jolly in, the backup quarterback, and he got off the halfback pass. So that's our score, 7-7 here as we start action in the second half. Rockwood will have the ball to begin the second half play. Some of our sponsors for the city of Rockwood say go Tigers, and the mayor James Watts and council members Ray Collett, Dudley Evans, Peggy Evans, Harold Isham, Bill Thompson, and Stan Wassam say good luck. The Rockwood City Council is proud of the Tigers and wish them the best of luck now and in the future. Good sportsmanship is an important part of growing up, and they want the Tigers to play hard because the city of Rockwood is behind you all the way. Go Tigers, and the Tigers certainly are playing hard right now. Also, another fine sponsor is Glenn's Auto Parts. If you're looking for parts, Glenn's is where you need to go in Rockwood. They have 65 acres of available parts, foreign or domestic. If you want a late model car, they have those as well. Glenn's, the Jerry Dan dealer for the Southeast area. So give them a call, 354-0622. Glenn's Auto Parts, another fine sponsor of ours here tonight. Also for a fine sponsor is Jim Smith. Jim Smith is an attorney in downtown Rockwood. He'd like to wish the 2009 Tiger team a lot of success this season. He's a lifelong resident of Rockwood as well as a graduate of Rockwood High School. He's a strong supporter of Rockwood athletics and was instrumental in helping obtain the skating park for the youth of Rockwood. Go Tigers from one of your loyal fans. Tiger captain Nate Treadway will be going out to do the official duties to start the second half. And for the Yellow Jackets, it will be Kyle Goth, the quarterback for the Yellow Jackets. So I'm sure that Coach Webb has instructed his captain to receive the football here this second half.
Well, he should.
Another great crowd here tonight, as these two teams always draw a crowd when they get together. And certainly this is no exception. The Tigers will indeed receive the opening kickoff here to begin second half play. It's been close in every aspect, and just as close as the score, everything has been as close as well. And penalties probably is the one area in which it hasn't been very close, and the Yellow Jackets have an edge there. So as we start the second half, we really haven't accomplished anything. we're getting ready to go.
Back to square one. Good crowd tonight. Ron, you're right about the crowd. Look at the crowd, Ron. Out on the bank over here in the end zone, all the way around the fences. The bleachers are packed. We're packed up here in the press box. We're ready to go.
Our kickoff brought to you by Tennessee Eye Care. Tennessee Eye Care. The medical staff can take care of all your eye care needs. Thomas Browning, MD, Paul Wicke, MD, John Hunt, OD, Sylvia Minda, OD, and Alicia Fleming, OD. Give the folks at Tennessee Eye Care 882-7470 a call. They'll take care of all your eye care needs. They take care of mine. Give them a call, 882-7470. You can see all of the fine folks. The kick by Spellman will come down. The Tigers will take it at about the 17-yard line. And Colin Smith will have the return for the Tigers, and it'll be a Hammers first down as the Tigers will take the ball 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line. So Tigers will start things off here in the second half. Again, for the Tigers, Chris Harness will have the duties at quarterback. Coming in for the Tigers as well will be Brendan Kirkland. He'll be spread out wide to the right. Inman, the fullback. Harness up the middle, and Inman will lose a yard.
Lost a little bit there.
So a good play that time by the Yellow Jackets. As Moore on the stop for the Jackets. 2-yard loss for the Tigers. And this time Templeton is going to be stopped by Moore again. So Moore is dominating this series to start the second half, as it's going to be 3rd down and about 15 for the Tigers. So Beasley comes in at wide receiver for the Tigers with a play from Coach John Webb. And this is an area where you have to be really careful now and try not to make a mistake deep down here in your territory. Pendleton comes wide to the left. Harness rolling to the right, looking, throws, and it's going to be incomplete. Looked like the ball might have hit the ground before Hagermaker had an opportunity to get it in.
I believe he did hit the ground, Ron.
So to bring up 4th down and 15, and let's see if the Jackets will come after it, as Beasley is in punt formation. He'll be back at his own 5-yard line. So the Jackets should get pretty good field position. Kick is a high kick coming and hitting at midfield, taking a nice bounce. And the Tigers will down it at about the Yellow Jacket 36-yard line. So a nice kick that time by Travis Beasley. And the ball will come and be marked on a Hammers first down at the Yellow Jacket 36-yard line. So it'll be a Hammers first down for the Tigers. For the Yellow Jackets. The ball on their own 36-yard line. 10:22 left now in the 3rd quarter of play.
And if I'm Kingston, Ron, I come out and sling it right here.
And our score is 7-7. So on their first play,
right up the gut.
Deerdorf in on the tackle as Fielden that time tries the right side and picks up about 3 yards. Again, beautiful night here at Civitan Field. Big crowd on hand for this big football game.
And it's a big one.
Clemens comes wide to the right. He's had a heck of a night out here for the Jackets tonight. They'll give it to Foster, and Foster cuts back and runs into some Tigers at the 40-yard line. Hagermaker on the stop with help from some other Tiger teammates, but it'll be 3rd down and 5, 3rd and 6 for the Jackets, as we'll come on the 9-minute mark.
You know, Ron, Kingston's hurt Rockwood on the passing game, and when they've thrown the ball, that's really opened up those plays up the middle, getting a few more yards up the middle when that passing game's going.
Third down. Jackets fumble the snap. He gets it away, and it's going to be, did it hit the ground? No, it's a good interception. So it looked like it was a low pass, but Beasley comes up with a big interception. And I think the timing was off that time. It looked like he bobbles the snap just momentarily and then comes up firing, and it's right into the hands of Beasley. And let's see, good job, Brad, as I thought it might have hit the ground, but the official was right on the spot. And it'll be a Hammers first down for the Tigers. 8:51 left here in the 3rd quarter. And Billings going into the ball game for the Tigers.
Now the field position's changed just a little bit in Rockwood's favor here.
So the second interception for the Tigers tonight as well. So Harness this time gives it on the little inside reverse to Templeton, and Templeton will lose about 3 yards.
They pretty much kept him in check tonight, Ron.
Well, that's sort of an old bread and butter play for the Tigers. I think Rambo is the nickname for it, and it's brought a lot of positive yards, but the Yellow Jackets have seen it too many times.
Well, they have, and all you had to do is watch probably the previous 2 tapes, seeing that the young man's, racked up 100-plus yards in 2 straight games, so they're keyed in on him tonight. 2nd and 11 now for the Tigers. This time Inman tries to find some running room, and he bounces out to the outside and just fights his way. Fights his way across the 45 down to the 44-yard line. So good hard running by the senior. Kept him feet and legs churning, and he probably picked up 3 or 4 extra yards right there.
No doubt, and Inman, a two-way player for the Tigers. Brings up 3rd down and 4 for the Tigers with 7:40 left here in the 3rd quarter play. Coach Webb now getting his play in, as Kirkland now will take the play in to quarterback Harness. Big 3rd down play for the Tigers here.
They're going to have to hustle up on this.
Well, the back judge is counting, so they're going to have to hustle, and that's Coach Webb sees it and makes a timeout. So Coach Webb right on top of the situation with a timeout. We'll be right back.
At OEB, we're committed to keeping you and your family safe. With the outbreak of the coronavirus, we understand you might be afraid to leave your house to get legal help. Now you don't have to. We can handle almost every aspect of your case electronically. Call 546-1111.
Hey, it's Jack Ryan. You've heard this. I wish there was a morning radio show playing country songs that we could really love. Well, now there is. Will Heinwall in the morning with your forgotten favorites and only the new country you love. On 96.7 Merle.
Tied in hot pass there, Ron.
Well, and we said earlier, David, that before the night was over, Hagermaker would be, the recipient of a couple of those, and that's the first one right there. A big play for the Tigers as they get the Hammers first down again, and you see just a quick toss to Hagermaker, no one there. And if you remember last year, the tight end was a big factor in Rockwood's offense.
It was, and it still is too tonight.
So Hammers on another first down. Go by and see the fine folks at Hammers in downtown Clinton. So the Tigers on the move. This time Inman again up the middle, and Inman crosses the 30. And I tell you what, if Jordan Jones hadn't been there, Inman had a lot of running room.
He had some green grass in front of him, didn't he?
So the linebacker does his job. He makes the play, and it looked like it was going to be a big gainer. Jones comes up and makes a big hit, though. 2nd down and 7 as Colin Smith comes in now for the Tigers at wide receiver, and he'll go wide to the right. .6:30 left in the 3rd quarter. Deerdorf around the right side, turns it up, gets across the 25, and he'll be down to about the 23-yard line. And it'll bring up 3rd down and short. 3rd down and about 3 for the Tigers as we come up on the 6-minute mark. So you would have to assume we're in 2-down territory here for the Tigers because their kicking game probably doesn't allow them to try a field goal here at this distance. Jeff Inman keeps his feet churning.
Oh, he fumbled the ball.
The ball is
he
loose.
Lost it.
He had the 1st down, and the Tigers will get it back after about a gain of 1. But Jeff Inman had the 1st down, only to have the ball come loose.
Man, that ball came out of there quick.
Tigers have a lineman, Walls, limping around. So the Jackets that time doing a good job because it was a big hit on Inman. So it's going to be 4th down and a little over a yard to go. Big 4th down play in this football game. Look for the freeze here. They always like the freeze at Rockwood. And that's exactly what they were doing. And now they're going to try it, and Inman is going to fight for a 1st down. A trick play.
I sort of thought the tight end hot pass maybe.
Well, the number one thing was the Yellow Jackets were looking for the freeze. They did a great job staying in place. The quarterback looks to the bench to try to say, okay, what do you want me to do? They direct snapped it right here. They direct snapped it to Inman, and Inman gets the 1st down. Great play for Coach John Webb and the Tigers. And it's another Hammers 1st down. A new twist to the freeze.
I was looking for the hot pass myself.
Well, instead of the freeze, they thought it out a little bit and went to a direct snap. And again, with 4:30 now left in the 3rd quarter, the Tigers keep their drive alive. This time they go to Deerdorf on the little inside reverse, and Deerdorf is all the way down to the 5-yard line. So they run it the other way, and it works.
Yeah, a little counter play. Come back to a little counter action there, and good hold. Offensive line for Rockwood right now, Ron's really, they're staying with their blocks, opening them holes up, and them backs are getting through there.
And that time, Templeton had no success to the left side of the line, but Deerdorf goes to the right side and picks up a big gain. It's another Hammers 1st down, and this one is going to be a 1st down. It's 1st and goal for the Tigers. 4:20 left, 3rd quarter of play. They have it 1st and goal from the 6.
You know, Ron, not the most exciting type of football, but it works, though.
Inman, the fullback. Templeton, Deerdorf. Here comes Inman up the middle. Inman this time fighting his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Jeff Inman from 6 yards out.
And once again, Ron, you have to like the way he's running the ball right now. Really hard running, kept him legs going, and just the way he's been taught, I'm sure.
So
like
3:59 left, 3rd quarter.
I like the way he runs, Ron. He runs hard. Got to hold on to the ball, though, a little bit, but I like the way he runs.
And now Brazil's point after is going to be big in this ball game. Every point critical. The snap is low, it's up.
It's good, down the middle.
And it's good. And I'll tell you what, give Chris Harness a big plus there because he picked a bad snap up, got it on the tee, and the kick is good. We'll be right back.
Evans Mortuary has been serving the needs of families in and around Roane County since 1976. As established members of our hometown community, we understand the security of dealing with people you know you can trust. We built our reputation on this trust. The Evans family appreciates the confidence the community has expressed in us over the years and will constantly strive to earn that favor. Evans Mortuary, 805 North Gateway.
I love this house. Big lot, so open inside, 9-foot ceiling, all brick, hardwood floors, brass faucet, ceramic tile, plenty of windows, large crown molding, 2 vanities in the master bath. It's perfect, absolutely perfect. Oh, it does have natural gas, doesn't it?
Well, no, it has an electric heat pump, electric water heater.
Try to sell a home in Tennessee without natural gas.
Don't even try natural gas.
It's the Roane Medical Tennessee Eye Care kickoff for us here with 3:59 left. Need to go by and see the folks at Tennessee Eye Care at the Pinnacle Point. 882-7470. And on the kick return. King gets it out past the 35 to the 37-yard line. So good field position for the Yellow Jackets. And now the chess match continues, as now the Yellow Jackets need to get a drive and sustain and get some points on the board.
You're right. Another Hammers first down coming up here. I went to Hammers last weekend, bought a couple rugs.
All right. Well, they had a good supply.
They had a bunch of them.
So I bet your wife had a hard time picking out the ones she wanted.
No, I picked them out.
Oh, okay. Well, then it wasn't hard to do.
For the carport.
Here comes Clemens, split wide to the right. What a night he's had from his wide receiver position. They'll give it to Foster around the left side, and Foster will pick up about 3 yards as he picks and chooses his way. It's like Nate Treadway on the stop for the Tigers.
And you know, Ron, that play's not really worked really big tonight for them, but just like he had a little extra step in him there, and, you know, ooh, he took a weird hit there.
Well, and Walls that time.
He's injured.
Walls from the defensive end position that time turned it in, and Nate Treadway comes back and makes the stop. 2nd down and 6 for the Tigers, for the Yellow Jackets, as we come upon 3:15 here in the 3rd quarter. Excellent football game thus far.
Oh, missed him in the backfield.
Well, but that slowed him up enough for help to arrive as Harness comes in that time. Filton comes up to make the stop and with the carry, and Penner comes up to help with the stop. So that's Hedrick on the stop. So 3rd down and still about 6. Big 3rd down play for the Yellow Jackets.
Big one.
2:37 left here in the 3rd quarter as the Jackets have it. Clemens again split out wide here to the right. Phillips the tight end. Look for him. You always got to know where he's at. Wow's looking pressure. Man is wide open. And Clemens makes the catch. And Clemens will be knocked out of bounds, but not until he gets down to the 14-yard line. And Clemens was, 6 yards behind the nearest defender?
And maybe further than that, Ron. He's got it on the replay. I don't know if we'll see it, but he was. He's
had to wait for the ball and still picks up big yards. So the Yellow Jackets, just like that, right back on the move. It'll be another Hammers first down. The ball is at the Tiger 14-yard line.
That's a pass you could have caught.
I would like to think so. Jackets now up the middle, giving it to Felden. Felden gets it down to about the 12-yard line. And, you know, we haven't seen Groves here in the second half at all, and he ate yardage up continuously in the first half.
Now, he did. You see how much more yardage he picked up there? It's how funny it is. It's a little passing play. It opens it up because you got to start leaning that way just a little bit.
2nd down and 3 now for the Yellow Jackets. And 1:43 left in the 3rd quarter.
I don't know that I wouldn't come back to the big wide out and let him throw the ball up and let him go up and get it.
Well, now you got to worry about that big tight end Phillips.
That's
too,
true.
All-Stater.
All-Stater.
And Fielden this time is hit, and he's going to be brought down as the Tiger front did a good job. Hagermaker was there along with Walls to make the stop for the Tigers. So a big 3rd down play. They'll lose about 2. So to bring up 3rd down and about 5. Yellow Jackets need to go to about the 4-yard line for a first down. So they can get a first down, but this is a big play right here.
And I'll be shocked if it's not a pass play.
You know, I'd look for maybe a slant there from the wide receiver. Clemens goes wide to the left. The tight end Phillips is on the right. There it is, and looking across the middle, wide open, touchdown.
It wasn't a slant, but it's the closest thing to it. That little hot pass, it's about to be almost the same thing.
So Fielden on the reception for the Yellow Jackets. And just like that, the Yellow Jackets are right back in the game.
Big point right here, Ron.
So Andrew Spellman now will come in to try to tie this ball game up. Kick is good. So we're all tied at 14 with...
Well, the damage doesn't look too bad. This check should cover the repairs.
Oh, okay.
Also, you're not covered for a rental vehicle, but we gave you an allowance so that you can get to and from and pick up your vehicle. How's that sound?
Sure.
Great, fantastic. If you could sign right here, and then you can get on with your life.
A smiling cheater is still a cheater. If you want all your money, better call OEB Law and turn your wreck into a check.
44 seconds left in the third quarter of play as...
What a ball game, Ron.
We're tied again at 14.
You know, you promised me this would be a good ball game. I've never been a part of this from here, but you promised me this would be a good one, and so far you've held up your end of the bargain on it.
Well, it's everything that we thought it would be, as Spellman now will do the Roan Eye Center Tennessee Eye Care kickoff. Give them a call, 882-7470. They have an optical shop right on premises where you can get all the name brand frames, the Maui gyms, the Nikes, Calvin Klein, Coach. See Marsha or Amanda in the optical shop. They'll take care of everything that you need right there. This one's going to go out of bounds. And so once again, the Tigers will take over on their own 35-yard line. Pretty good field position. And with a couple of plays left here in this third quarter of play. And now, again, just what we said, the Tigers grind it out. The Yellow Jackets try to find theirs through the air.
Yeah, that's right, and it's probably, it sort of seems to be playing in Rockwood's hand just a little bit, but you don't have, Kingston doesn't require a lot of time to score. They can strike pretty quick. And
I tell you, the Yellow Jackets have found a fine-looking receiver in Mr. Dwayne Clemens.
Yeah.
The Tigers now go to work offensively. Harness under center. Harness gives it to Inman, and Inman's hit behind the line of scrimmage. Good job by the Jackets that time as they make penetration behind the line of scrimmage. Phillips is there. Gwynn is there. So it'll be 2nd down and 11 for the Tigers. And that may be the last play of the third quarter. So with that, we'll take a break.
At Earl Duff Subaru, our reputation has been built on taking care of customers. We're Tennessee's only 9-time winner of the Subaru Love Promise Customer Commitment Award. This year, we also earned the Love Promise Community Commitment Award given for enhancing the areas we serve. This means you can be sure you'll have an excellent experience when you visit our store and be proud you're dealing with a company that gives back to local causes. Read our online reviews, then come to Earl Duff Subaru in Harriman.
Take I-40 to exit 347 in Harriman, or check all our specials at duffsubaru.com.
Muncie Pharmacy is your locally owned hometown pharmacy. They accept most insurances, so why go to the large chain pharmacies when you get better customer service at Muncie Pharmacy? Have a special prescription that needs compounding? Muncie Pharmacy can handle those needs as well. Muncie Pharmacy has a drive-thru for your convenience and offers free delivery in the Oak Ridge area. And don't forget the gifts that we have available for all occasions.
Here at Muncie Pharmacy, we take the time to know you and treat you like family.
At OEB, we're committed to keeping you and your family safe. With the outbreak of the coronavirus, we understand you might be afraid to leave your house to get legal help. Now you don't have to. We can handle almost every aspect of your case electronically. Call 546-1111.
Well, welcome back to Civitan Field, where again we're ready for the Tennessee Eye Care folks who have taken care of our eyes. They'll take care of yours as well as we get ready for fourth quarter action, joined now by Robin Wampler as David Queener has left to get ready for the Friday night scoreboard show. Welcome.
Thank you, Ron. It's been a great ball game so far for the first 3 quarters.
So Harness back to throw again, back to Hagermaker, and Hagermaker again is going to cross the 45-yard line to the 46. It'll be another Hammers first down. And the second time now that Hagermaker has found a nice opening there. So Robin, this game is everything we thought it would be, but they've added probably a little bit more than we thought it was going to be.
Yeah, both teams have run a couple of things they hadn't run all year, and the little dump pass. I've seen Rockwood play twice, and I hadn't seen it all year. And Kingston's throwing some stuff down the field that on the outside that they hadn't been doing.
Beasley split wide to the left for the Tigers, and they'll give it inside to Deerdorf. Deerdorf find running room all the way down to the Kingston 39-yard line. So just like that, Deerdorf picks up about 14 yards, and it'll be another Hammers first down. So get by Clinton, Wartburg to the Hammer store. Bargains galore at Hammers. Rockwood's running game really, the guys up front have done a really good job. And again, we mentioned earlier, Robin, one of the things unusual tonight is Kingston has some guys going both ways, and that just shows you how young they are.
You're exactly right. And Rockwood's got 3 offensive linemen that don't play defense. So, the little dump pass has opened up the running game for Rockwood right now.
So the ball at the Yellow Jacket 39 as we start fourth quarter play. And this time Deerdorf again, quick spurt, finding running room, spinning, and gets it down to the 25-yard line. Another good run by Deerdorf, and the Tigers on the move. Dylan Deerdorf, as we're on the 11-minute mark, picks up another Rockwood first down. And a Kingston player injured on the play. So Coach Webb saying need to get your medical staff over. That means Dr. McMillan will be on the field, and here comes the Kingston folks.
Yeah, Ron looked like he got hit right on the knee with the helmet. Looking at his shoulder, but it looked like he got hit on the knee the way he twisted down.
So that will tell you about some of our fine sponsors here tonight. Jim Smith, an attorney in downtown Rockwood, would like to wish the 2009 Tiger team a successful season. He's a lifelong resident of Rockwood, as well as a graduate of Rockwood High School. He's a strong supporter of Rockwood athletics and was instrumental in the skate park for the youth of Rockwood. Go Tigers from one of your loyal fans, Jim Smith. And the city of Rockwood as well, from the mayor, James Watson, council members, Ray Collett, Dudley Evans, Peggy Evans, Harold Isham, Bill Thompson, and Stan Wasson. The city of Rockwood is proud of the Tigers and wish them the best of luck, both now and in the future. These young people are leaders of tomorrow, so go Tigers. The city of Rockwood is behind you. Thanks for those fine sponsors for helping us bring you this live football game, and thanks to you, Mr. Wampler, for the Jerry Duncan Ford Mercury Lincoln sponsorship with us tonight.
Thank you, Ron. It's been a pleasure to be back with Marty and Jason back at Jerry Duncan Ford for the last 6 months, and it's been a pleasure helping y'all out here at BBB.
Tigers on first down now. Deerdorf this time can't find much running room as the Yellow Jackets do a good job that time. And for the Yellow Jackets, Tyler Adams comes up and forces the play inside, and Deerdorf has no place to go. Good play by the Yellow Jackets. It'll be 2nd and 10. Tigers to the line of scrimmage now with 10-12 left in the football game. Templeton and Deerdorf, the running backs. Inman, the fullback. And this time Templeton finds running room. He's into the secondary and gets it all the way down inside the 5-yard line. Templeton makes a really good cut at about the 14-yard line to get another little burst of speed right here.
Yeah, it's a great seal block coming out of the backfield. Is one that will pull the guards right there and made a great seal block, and he just cuts it right back underneath him.
So it's going to be 1st and goal for the Tigers, and another Hammers first down. The ball is at the Yellow Jacket 5-yard line. And the Tigers moving the football on the ground. And again, Deerdorf into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Touchdown, Deerdorf.
That was just a great effort, Ron, by the offensive line. Sweep coming around with a lead block, and just extra effort by Deerdorf to put it into the end zone.
So on the 5-yard run, Deerdorf.
Yeah, I think he fumbled there going over, but he was already over the goal line.
So the Tigers now with an injured player as Deerdorf puts his head down right there, took a big hit. And the ball comes out after he's crossed the goal line. So good call as the Tigers now have Harness down on the ground. So Harness, the quarterback for the Tigers, is being attended to. With the Tigers up 20-14, 9:34 left. And we'll tell you about one of our fine sponsors, Glenn's Auto Parts. If you're looking for parts, Glenn's is the place to be in Rockwood. You'll find new, used, and rebuilt parts for your vehicle on 65 acres at Glenn's Auto Parts. You'll find late model repairable cars as well. They buy wrecks. Glenn's Auto Parts is the Jerry Dan dealer for the Rockwood area. 354-0622, Glenn's Auto Parts, as we'll try now Brazil for the point after.
And what's big right here, the quarterback just went out was a holder on extra points.
Yeah, and Templeton now with the hold, he gets the kick up with a low snap, and Templeton does a nice job. That's 2 low snaps that the holder has really done well on. So we'll be right back after this break.
We're sorry this happened to you, and hopefully this check will make things a lot easier. It'll cover your medical bills, auto repair, and we've even given you an allowance to help cover your expenses while your car's getting worked on. All you need to do is sign right here, and we'll take care of everything else.
Thank you so much.
A smiling cheater is still a cheater. If you want all your money, better call OEB Law and turn your wreck into a check.
Muncie Pharmacy is your locally owned hometown pharmacy. They accept most insurances, so why go to the large chain pharmacies when you get better customer service at Muncie Pharmacy? Have a special prescription that needs compounding? Muncie Pharmacy can handle those needs as well. Muncie Pharmacy has a drive-thru for your convenience and offers free delivery in the Oak Ridge area. And don't forget the gifts that we have available for all occasions.
Here at Muncie Pharmacy, we take the time to know you and treat you like family.
Well, it's a Tennessee Eye Care Kickoff. They can help patients 40 and older see well up close and far away. Multifocal contact lenses are available, and they're for people who wear bifocals and want to see well at a distance and near without their glasses. I wear them. They do a great job. Go by and see. 882-7470. As King gets it across the 25-yard line and then is hit by Billings. So Billings on the stop for the Tigers. And it'll be a Hammers first down for the Yellow Jackets. 9:26 left in the football game with the Tigers up 21-14. And a big offensive series now for the Yellow Jackets. Smith comes in for Harness in the secondary. And you got to look and you find number 9, Clemens, for the Yellow Jackets. He's had a heck of a night receiving, and now they go back to Groves, and Groves in the second quarter was a big offensive weapon for the Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, Ron, he carried the ball really well, and what Kingston's trying to do now for Vic King, I think he's just going to try to move it on the ground till it's open and comes up to throw one, but he'd like to see it where it gets down there with about a minute to go and just drive it down the field the way the Kingston used to drive the football.
And we're looking, Harness is on the ground, be attending to. Looked like I don't know if it was a cramp or if he's got an injured knee, but it looks like Jolly warming up here on the sidelines. The backup quarterback Smith, as we told you earlier, is in for Harness in the secondary. Fielding this time is going to be hit and be thrown for a yard lost. And Walls on the stop for the Tigers, and Walls has been limping for a quarter, but still gutting it out, giving it everything he's got.
Yeah, Ron, that's a kid that, his first year he played in the band and then came out for football as a sophomore and just, turned it on. But I'm impressed with fielding run the ball tonight. A kid, he played last year, but Kingston had so many seniors, didn't get any playing time. And they've kind of impressed me, their running backs, the way they're hard-nosed.
They really are, and have decent speed. Here comes a big third down play now for both teams. as Clemens is wide to the left. You got to look for him, and they throw it over the middle. It's almost intercepted. As it caught the Tiger defender by surprise because it was right in his arms on the little quick pass. So it's going to bring up a 4th down play now, 4th down and 7. And there was nothing but green grass.
No, and if the quarterback don't slip out of his hands, it's a completion because the young man was open and he just slipped out of his hands, surprised Travis Beasley.
So Spellman will do the punting for the Yellow Jackets. Gets it away. It's a high spiraling kick, a fair catch call for, and Templeton makes the fair catch at the Rockwood 45-yard line. So great field position, 7:45 left. And let's see, Jolly's coming in at quarterback for Harness. So this will be Jolly's first snap of the year at quarterback.
It's his first snap in high school.
So Jolly in at quarterback, and right now, all Coach Webb is going to ask him to do is to make a handoff.
Yeah, I can see. You can see about. I'd say you'll see one to Mr. Emmett right up the middle.
So Jolly under center gets the snap. That's the important thing. And here comes Deerdorf, and they're going to have a flag down on the play. Deerdorf cutting it back up. What a run by Deerdorf. He'll get it across midfield down to about the 48-yard line, but a flag is thrown back, and it's going to be holding against the Tigers. So that run will be nullified, and the Yellow Jackets really did a nice job. And they may decline this thing. No, they're going to take it. They're not even giving them an option. So from the point of the flag, they'll take it back 10. Because that flag was thrown in the backfield. So they're going to mark it at about the Rockwood 34-yard line.
Yeah, it looked like the fullback Emmett got his arm hooked around another Kingston player, and that's what they got him for.
So Deerdorf on a good run. It was a good play by the Yellow Jackets on the initial contact. Wynn had them in the backfield. So now it's going to bring up the first down and about 25. And this time on the little inside reverse, Deerdorf is going to pick up about to the 39-yard line. And boy, with a young man that hadn't played quarterback, that is really risky on those little inside handoffs.
Yeah, he actually got to practice some a little bit in the spring with baseball, but then, summer workouts, and they've been working real close, and he's been doing a lot of scout team offense, so he's took a lot of snaps and he emulated the other team, but it's not the same when you're out there for your own team trying to take a snap and win a football game.
Not in a game this big.
That's correct.
Hanging on to a lead with 6:39 left here in this football game. The Tigers on the move, and this time they come the other way with Templeton, and he's one man away from picking up some decent yardage, but the one man, Organek, gets him at the Rockwood 43-yard line, so it'll bring up 3rd down and 12. And not sure that Coach Webb won't just take what he can get here and punt the football and try to pin Kingston deep.
Yeah, the only other thing I think he might do is just throw a hot pass to the tight end Hagelmaker, but I wouldn't expect him to throw it anywhere down the field. I think they're going to hand it off and see what they can get.
So the Tigers with 5:54 left. And this time Harness is back in the ball game, and Harness is going to be hit hard at the 45-yard line, as Harness came in that time with Jolly in there as well. So they were going to try something. They just didn't have enough time to get it off. So it's going to be 4th down and 10.
Yeah, I think they were going to run the same play run when they did with Jolly in the first half.
One thing about Coach Webb tonight, he's given this football team every opportunity, every chance that he knows of to make stuff happen. He's done things tonight that the John Webb that we're used to knowing would never have done.
You're exactly right. I've been around him a long time, and he has done some stuff that I've never seen.
The punt is going to take a Rockwood, a Kingston bounce, and he's going to bounce out to about the 36-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 on the Hammers' first down for the Yellow Jackets. We have exactly 5 minutes left in this football game. The Tigers lead 21-14. So it's in the hands of the Yellow Jackets now. And now if you're the Tigers, you have to go back to the first 2 games this year. It's really too early for a miracle yet because they don't occur unless there's less than a minute left for the Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, you're exactly right. You know, the Kingston fans are thinking the same thing. You know, they're over there going, you know, we ain't been worried about the whole game because it's happened every game so far this year.
But now you've got 2 wide receivers that you have to worry about. Phillips to the right, Clemens to the left. Clemens has had a season's worth of catches tonight. They're going to Phillips, and Phillips will haul it in at about the 43-yard line as he goes down to a knee to make the catch. So it'll be good yardage on first down. It'll bring up second down and about 4.
Yeah, Ron, it's just a slant play inside, and Coach Webb's got his linebackers playing up pretty close, and he just throws it over the linebackers' heads in front of the safety, and, you know, 6 yards at a time, and, you know, with 4 minutes and 32 seconds, Kingston's got plenty of time to go down the field.
And, you know, right now, if you're Kingston, that's exactly what you want is good down and distance. Keep that moving, and you keep the chains moving. This time it's up the middle again to the play that they were so successful with in the first half as Groves just churns it up the middle, and he'll cross the 45, and it'll bring up 3rd down and 2. So you're right on schedule with your down and distance. Less than a yard to go for a first down, and we're down on the 4-minute mark.
Yeah, and we've said this several times, and you hear it on the television all the time. They're in 4-down territory.
Well, they were, especially in the first quarter when he goes for it on the 28. So everything else is 4 down. This time the quarterback sneak, and he gets loose. He crosses midfield and gets it down to the Rockwood 45, down to about the 43-yard line. So Growth that time gets it down to about the 43, and it's another Kingston first down with 3:38 left. And I tell you now, you can see the interior linemen for both of these teams really, really wearing down.
Yeah, they really are. And, you know, it ain't nothing like when you see somebody across from you breathing hard, and all you got to do is just push them one way or the other. And all Kingston did just then, lined up with their guard and center, and the quarterback went behind, put a hand on their hind end, and said, let's go.
So the Jackets now on another Hammers first down. Throw back to throw, and he's got pressure. He's going to be hit. Hagemaker, Deerdorf. Big, big pressure, and boy, what a time to put pressure on. As it all comes from the left side, and it's going to be second down and about 16 as the ball is back at about the Yellow Jacket 49-yard line. So big play for the Tiger defense as we come up on the 3-minute mark.
Yeah, it was really big. It looked like on the replay, the defensive end just caved down on the tackle and gave the linebacker a free shot at the quarterback.
And now you come back to number 9, Clemens out here wide to the left, Phillips wide to the right. Goes back looking again for Phillips. Oh, almost intercepted. Great play out there by the Tiger defender.
I think it's Davey Templeton.
Templeton that time with a great shot at intercepting. And that just comes from watching a lot of film and knowing that play has been there a couple of times before tonight. So it's going to bring up third down and 15. 2:43 left as the clock is stopped on the incomplete pass. So Coach King now probably will, knowing that he's got 2 downs, knows he doesn't have to get it all here, get half of it here, and then it makes the 4th down play much easier.
And if you watched the Pittsburgh game last night, you're liable to see a pump fake and then somebody going right down the sideline.
So big 3rd down play for both of these football teams. Go back looking, throwing it up in the air to Clemens, and Clemens incomplete. Webster is there as Beasley is there as well for the Tigers.
I think
it looks like the ball just hangs up a little bit. Of course, he's had success in just throwing it up there and letting Clemens go get it. But Webster, 14, is right there, and Beasley comes across to good pass play right there.
Yes, it was. It's hit. Coach Webb's right there on the sidelines, jumping up and down. Has a good shot by the camera, and you know, that's another one that hit Beasley in the stomach. But he was in a dead run, and that's a tough play to make, and it's all or nothing right here, Ron.
Well, and the reason on that one, when they're going for it, now you got to get it all on this 4th down play. Big 4th down play. 2:35 left, and the officials are stopping the clock to make sure that
Rockwood called a timeout.
Rockwood called timeout. Okay, with that, we'll take one as well.
Tennessee Barns & Buildings in Jacksboro has all your storage building needs. At Tennessee Barns & Buildings, you can pick out your building, then custom design it how you want it, and then have it delivered. Our friendly staff will help you with all your design needs. Are you worried about financing? Well, at Tennessee Barns & Buildings, there's no credit check, so no one is turned down. Plus, you can rent to own your own building. Tennessee Barns & Buildings in Jacksboro says come on down for your next building. Or call 423-449-8139.
Well, at Civitan Field, we have the bands playing. We have fans screaming on both sides. The Yellow Jacket fans, they go back again, Robin, to the first couple games this year. There's still plenty of time in their eyes. 2:35 left in this football game, but this is a huge fourth down play in this football game for both teams. The Jackets go to shotgun. Go looking to play. He's got pressure, and he's going to be hit and sacked all the way back as Nate Treadway comes up with a huge play all the way back to the Yellow Jacket 41-yard line. What a play by Nate Treadway.
Yeah, it was. And I tell you who put the pressure on was Ian Walsh on the outside, and it looks like his helmet's off. He's limping really bad now. He took a shot from the tackle trying to get to him, but it freed Treadway up to make the sack.
Well, and Nate Walls has been limping for over a quarter, Rob. And this young man, what a job he's played. And look at him. He's given it everything that he possibly could give, and then some. Ian Walls, I talked to him this afternoon, and he was prepared to do just this. But it's a Hammers first down for the Tigers now. 2:29 left in the ball game. And the Tigers have it at the Yellow Jacket 41-yard line. Harness back in at quarterback for the Tigers. And Jeff Inman gets the call, and Inman back into the secondary, and he'll take it down to about the 33-yard line. So Inman now will pick up about 7 yards. And I wouldn't be surprised if Mr. Inman doesn't get 4 or 5 carries right here, Robin.
I'd say he'd be about the only one to touch it. Kingston just called a timeout. They've got to stop the clock with 2:11 to go, but it's second down and 3.
We'll be right back.
At OEB, we're committed to keeping you and your family safe. With the outbreak of the coronavirus, we understand you might be afraid to leave your house to get legal help. Now you don't have to. We can handle almost every aspect of your case electronically. Call 546-1111.
Hey, it's Jack Ryan. Listeners are always wanting more music. So guess who it is that's giving it to you? We now have hour-long commercial-free playlists all day long. Over an hour of back-to-back songs and 0 commercials on 96.7 Merle.
Well, if you look at number 70's jersey, you see that it's not the same color as the rest of the Tiger jerseys because it is saturated with sweat. It's a different color altogether. The young man has played his heart out, and it's going to be second down and 4 for the Tigers. What a game. What an atmosphere.
Unbelievable. Me and you're 5'8", and we barely could see the field to watch. We had to watch the teleprompter to see what's going on.
Flag is going to be thrown on the play from the side judge. So look for an illegal shift or not enough men on the line of scrimmage or offsides Kingston. So it's C, offsides Kingston.
I don't understand that, Ron. You're trying to stop somebody with 2:11 and
well, they must have just lined up in the neutral zone because the flag came early, but no time off the clock. And Fielden now chatting with the official from the Yellow Jackets, and it'll be another Hammers first down.
I tell you, that was a lucky break for Kingston. Actually, you get it, the clock doesn't start because it came out of a timeout.
Right.
So now it's 1st and 10, so, you know, Rockwood don't have a chance to get a first down and stop the clock and end the ball game.
Billings is in for the Tigers. He's split wide to the left. He's probably just going to be a de facto, though, because Inman's going to get the football, and Inman's churning up the field, and Inman's down inside the 20. And like we said, I wouldn't surprise me if Inman is just carrying the ball now because Kingston would only have 2 timeouts left. They're going to use another one. Well, they're going to measure for the year. So that'll stop the clock momentarily, but the Tigers will still be able to use a full allotment of time here once the whistle is puts play back in. And again, it's going to be short.
And that's probably what exactly Coach Webb wanted, was a yard short.
You're exactly right, to keep the clock going. So, you get another, and this is going to be timeout Kingston. So there's the second timeout. 1:57 left in this football game with the Tigers up 21-14. Second and less than a yard. Harness gets the first down. So that'll stop the clock at 1:51 for them to
second and less
move
than
the
a yard.
chains.
Harness gets the first down.
And again, Coach King will take the last timeout. So the Tigers on this Hammers first down, Inman again, and Inman gets it down to about the 17-yard line. But more importantly, and there's a flag coming in as they have a personal foul as a Rockwood player is down. So now they have to decide, was it flagrant or just a personal foul?
Ron, you hate it. It comes to something like this. And here's a guy just blatantly tackles somebody after it's over.
And another flag being thrown now. So is that retaliation from something that was said? Who knows? So if it is, we'll just have offsetting penalties, but we have 1:43 left. So the official now will tell us the call. First one is unsportsmanlike conduct, Rockwood. So they must be going to walk that one off and then do the other. We had 2 flags. Personal foul, Kingston. Then we had unsportsmanlike conduct, Rockwood. So we'll come back and well, they didn't take the other one, did they? Only took 1 penalty.
Well, the one on Kingston's half a distance to the goal.
Oh, they marked it off. Okay, I saw that. Okay, there we are. Got them both. So it's second down and about 17, 18 yards. That's insignificant right now because the clock's running with 1:20 left. And Rockwood is going to call timeout now. Coach Webb let it run down with 1:16 left. Second down. And the last time the Tigers defeated Kingston, 2004, 37-20. The score now 21-14, 1:16 left. So this is a long time in terms of Kingston's fate thus far this year.
Ron, I ain't saying a thing for what's happened to them the first 2 games. Until that horn goes off, this game's not over with.
And I'm sure Coach Webb is explaining that right now. Guys, you got to take care of the football. You got to make the snap. You got to do this. This is still plenty of time. Remember the films that we've looked at. Again, we want to thank the mayor and city council of Rockwood for bringing us this ball game tonight. Mayor Watts and all the councilmen. We want to thank James Smith, local attorney, for bringing us this football game. Glenn's Auto Parts bringing us this game, as well as all the other fine sponsors that we've had on board all year. The Tigers now get into a little safety formation as the victory celebration. And Harness takes a knee and bodies are flying everywhere. Hard hitting going on as the clock runs. 1:05. So again, the Tigers will let as much time run as possible. And if the Tigers do prevail, I'm sure the first place they come is right here in front of the home fans.
Oh, I guarantee you, Ron, this has probably been the most excited I've seen Rockwood fans at a game, even both sides. But, you know, Rockwood fans have been standing about the whole fourth quarter, and they've showed a lot of spirit toward their team.
So the Tigers, Harness takes another knee, and that will do it. They will not have to snap another play. The Rockwood Tigers will win this football game 21-14. What a game it's been. What a game it's been, guys. This is an exciting game. John Webb, coach of the Tigers, showing his gratitude to the fans. And here come the Tigers over to enjoy this with the fans. Coach Webb and his coaching staff, Coach King and his coaching staff and players coming across. What a great game. And this is what high school football is all about.
Yeah, Ron, it doesn't matter what side you're pulling for. It's just one of those games that you're so excited to watch. You look forward to it every year because it doesn't matter what the records are, how many seniors one's got, doesn't matter. You throw it all out the window. It's Hammond, it's Rockwood Kingston, and that's the way it's going to happen.
And these are games that folks talk about for years. And this is the big reason why small communities still have football programs, because these two communities have come out tonight to support these young men and these coaching staffs. And you can't say enough about both coaching staffs. John Webb and his staff have worked extremely hard to try to put this team in a position to win. And boy, did they they equipped them with every tool possible tonight. Coach King and his staff, they've been doing it a number of years, and certainly tonight was no exception for them. They brought a quality team in here, younger than normal, and perhaps not as much depth as normal, but still, this is a quality football team playing right here as hard as they could before a packed house. Great game tonight.
It was, Ron, and I was glad to be a part of it, and I'd like to thank you for letting me do the fourth quarter. And you know, it's a game that Rockwood has to enjoy for just a little bit, because they turn around and got a big region game next week that they have to win.
And the Tigers coming back out. They want to take another little trip down here with their fans and stuff, and I don't blame them a bit. Guys, we're going to take a break. We'll come back and share some stats with you right after this.
Coach Webb just got hammered with one.
Well, welcome back to Civitan Field, where tonight the Rockwood Tigers come out on top 21-14 against the Kingston Yellow Jackets. Hard-fought football game. A great crowd, and they were treated to everything possible here tonight. The scoring started at 5:18 in the second quarter as Foster for Kingston had a 1-yard run, and they took a 7-0 lead. At the 1:09 mark, 28-yard Jolly to Beasley pass tied the score at 7 apiece. Then in the third quarter, 3:59 mark, Inman on a 6-yard run put Rockwood up 14-7. And then with 44 seconds left, an 8-yard pass to Fielding 14-14. And then with 9:34 left in the ball game, a 5-yard run by Deerdorf put the Tigers up 21-14. Unusual tonight, every extra point was good tonight, so that did not affect the ball game. Big play in the ball game was 4th down and 1, and the Tigers on a freeze play, the typical Rockwood freeze play, had a direct snap to Inman as the quarterback looked over to the bench to figure out what to do. The Tigers went on in from there and scored a big play in the ball game. So the Tigers 21-14. Winners are Viles Automotive Players of the Week. Number 70 for the Tigers, Ian Walls, and number 24, Diane Deerdorf. Two players who played well on both sides of the ball. for the Tigers here tonight. And again, we appreciate everyone coming out tonight. And looks like Grundy County is out in front of Oliver Springs 40-21 in the fourth quarter. And Grace Christian and Gibbs tied at 21 apiece in the fourth quarter. We invite you to stay tuned for the Channel 12 Friday night scoreboard show with Marty and David. Immediately following this, they'll take all your phone calls and have some highlights of the games here tonight. So with that, I'll tell you that this is Ron Berry for David Queener, who's back in the studio awaiting your phone calls and your comments about the ball games being played around the area tonight. Next week, we'll take the show on the road to Oliver Springs, where Cofield will come down the road and take on the Oliver Springs Bobcats. So until then, have a great week, everyone. We'll see you right back here on Channel 12 next Friday night.
At OEB, we know lives have changed. Parents have become teachers, and our homes are now our offices. The roads may seem empty, but people are still driving and still working. And when they get injured because someone else was careless, they know they can still depend on us. We are OEB Law, and the one thing that hasn't changed is our commitment to helping people right here at home. We're just a phone call away. 865-546-1111. OEB Law.
Muncie Pharmacy is your locally owned hometown pharmacy. They accept most insurances, so why go to the large chain pharmacies when you get better customer service at Muncie Pharmacy? Have a special prescription that needs compounding? Muncie Pharmacy can handle those needs as well. Muncie Pharmacy has a drive-thru for your convenience and offers free delivery in the Oak Ridge area. And don't forget the gifts that we have available for all occasions.
Here at Muncie Pharmacy, we take the time to know you and treat you like family.
We treat you like family at RMG. Bring your junk, cars, aluminum cans. We'll buy it on the spot and we'll pay you a lot. We treat you like family at RMG. Yeah, we treat you like family at RMG. We treat you like family.
Rome Metals is located just off of Highway 27 between Herman and Rockwood.
Tennessee Barnes & Buildings in Jacksboro has all your storage building needs. At Tennessee Barnes & Buildings, you can pick out your building, then custom design it how you want it, and then have it delivered. Our friendly staff will help you with all your design needs. Are you worried about financing? Well, at Tennessee Barnes & Buildings, there's no credit check, so no one is turned down. Plus, you can rent to own your own building. Tennessee Barnes & Buildings in Jacksboro says come on down for your next building. Or call 423-449-8139.
Live and Let Live Drugstore in downtown Rockwood is the premier pharmacy service location. Let our professional staff help with all your pharmacy needs, answer your questions, or help with your medication management with our Medicine on Time packaging system. We also offer medication therapy management to ensure you're receiving maximum benefits from your medication. Diabetes care is available with one-on-one consultations, or you can attend one of our monthly diabetes information classes. Live and Let Live Drugstore in downtown Rockwood.
If you will hold my hand, I still need you there beside